Hello everyone, I am Ruchil D. Romano from BEd 1G. This time I will be talking about the two perspectives regarding of that issue, Cavite Mutiny, the Spanish perspective and the Filipino perspective. Cavite Mutiny. It was happened on January 20, 1872, wherein 200 Filipino soldiers rise up against the Spanish colonial forces inside the Cavite arsenal. The Filipino soldiers, easily defeated by the reinforcement troops of the Spanish colonial government under the leadership of Rafael Izquierdo. After the incident, there was a massive arrest were made against liberal thinkers and clergies. Some of them were imprisoned, exiled, while others were executed. The popular victims of the execution by the Spaniards towards the Cavite Mutiny are the three priests, Gomborza, which is Mariano Gomez, Jose Vargas, and Jacinto Zamora. They were executed on February 17, 1872 through a garrote. This time, I will talk about the Spanish perspective. It is narrated by Jose Montero Evidal, a Spanish historian. His account anchored on the thesis about faithful event of the 20th January of 1872. Happens due to the concerted effort of disgruntled native soldiers and laborers of Cavite Arsenal, who willfully revolted and overthrown the Spanish rules and thus guilty of rebellion and sedition. Such act, the execution of prominent critics of the Spaniards and friars by the Spanish officials are justified, and the sentence of life imprisonment and deportation of some natives critical of their incongruous rule is unquestionably legit, if not morally blurred. The account of Jose Montero Evidal was even credibly possible by no less than Rafael Izquierdo, the Governor-General of the time when the revolt of 1872 happened. Filipino perspective is told by Trinidad H. Pardo de Tavera. For him, the so-called Cavite Mutiny is a mere incident of mutiny orchestrated by native soldiers and laborers who reacted to the harsh policy of the new Governor-General Rafael Izquierdo, who whimsically terminated the old-time privileges such as exempting them from paying annual tribute and from rendering forced labor or polo. As accounted, it is made clear that the mutiny blown up by the Spanish officials and friars into a revolt as a way for Filipino to gain independence from Spanish monarchy. I would likely believe the Filipino perspective because it is true and have a lot of evidence and witnesses that the so-called Cavite Mutiny that time in the Cavite Arsenal was have a harsh policy of the new Governor-General Rafael Izquierdo, who whimsically the old-time privileges such as exempting them from paying annual tribute and from rendering forced labor or polo.
Subject: Seals.